Hi, in this video we are going to look at how to link to different sections or content on the same page. In a previous tutorial we looked at how to create links and link to other pages on a website. So if a user clicks a link, they'll be taken to another web page. In this video though, we're going to look at how to take the user to another section on the page. So on this web page, what I have here is I have a nav bar up here with three different links. I've got welcome, about, contact us, and I've just got some filler content here. I have my welcome heading and some content. I have my about heading, some more content, and then contact us, more content, and then down the bottom here I have a back to top link. So what I want to happen here is I want when the user clicks on these different links, they're taken to different sections of the page. So if they click on about, then they're taken to this section. If they click on contact us, they're taken down to here. And if they click on back to top, they're taken to the top of the page. So in Visual Studio Code here, I've got my HTML code. I've just got a nav, and I've got an ordered list with a bunch of list items. And each of those list items contains a link. At the moment, I haven't specified what I'm linking to yet, so I haven't specified the href. I've just put welcome, about, and contact us. And in the CSS code over here, I've styled the nav, so I've given it a background color, text color, width, height, padding, all of that. And for my ordered list, I've said display block. And for the list items, I've said list style type and display inline. So that's what's making these links go across instead of down as a dot point list. Okay, so that's my nav section, my nav bar, and then I've got my main content area here, which is section. And it's got H2 size heading for the headings, and then a bunch of paragraphs between each heading. And I've styled that as well with a color over here in my CSS code, and I've also styled the links as well so that they stay the same color, the links on the nav bar, whether they're clicked or been visited or not, and the link down the bottom of the page is dark blue instead of white. So the CSS code here doesn't actually matter, so I'm going to actually close that for now because we don't need to use CSS to get this to work. What we need to get this to work is we need to give the content that we want to jump to, so different sections of the page that we want to jump down to, we need to give those an ID. All right, so it would make sense for each heading to have an ID, so we jump to each heading when we click on the appropriate link. So if we click on the welcome link, which is just here, we would jump down to the welcome heading. If we click on the about link, we would jump down to the about heading. So we'll give each of these a unique ID. So we'll say, for the first one, we'll say ID equals welcome. For the second one, we'll say ID equals about. And remember, they're going to be case sensitive. So when I specify the actual link to the about heading, I'm going to have to spell it the same way, lowercase, it's case sensitive. And then the last one we'll call contact. All right. And what we'll also do, so we've got welcome, about, and contact as the IDs for each of those headings. And what we'll also do is set an ID for the top of the page, and we'll just call it top, so that we can create a link to the top of the page. And the top of the page at the moment is the nav bar, I guess, so we could just give the nav an ID. You just want to be careful though if you were creating a sticky nav, because that wouldn't work. So you might want to just create like an empty element on the page, could be a span or something like that, and at the top of the page, and give it an ID. So something that's always going to be at the top of the page, you'd want to give this ID to, not something that's going to move around when we scroll. Okay, now for the links, we just put those IDs after a hashtag in each link. So the welcome link, that's going to take us down to this welcome heading with the ID of welcome. So we'll just put the ID in there, and remember it's an ID. So just like in CSS, if we were styling this heading that has this ID of welcome, we'd say hashtag welcome. it's the same here. So we're going to link to that ID, anything that has that ID. Okay, we'll do the same for about and for contact. And then down the bottom here, we also have our back to top link. So we'll do hashtag top. All right, let's save that. And we'll go back and refresh this page. Now, there's no point clicking on welcome because we're already at the top of the page really. But if I click on about, we jump down to about, scroll back up again. If I click on contact, we jump down to contact. And if I click on back to top down here, we jump back up to the top of the page. So that's basically how to link to content or different sections of the page in HTML code. And that's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching.